Masto.
Thank you, Senator Barrasso. I, too, want to thank Chairman Lee and our ranking member Heinrich, as well as Subcommittee Chairman Barrasso for holding today's legislative hearing. As he said, we have a full agenda, 26 bills. Many of these bills are the products of years on-the-ground work to try and develop a local consensus on the appropriate balance of the many competing priorities for use of our public lands. Several of today's bills were previously processed through the committee last Congress, and I look forward to working with my colleagues to further advance these important bills through the committee. I want to recognize as well that we have two Nevadans with us today. John Raby, the BLM State Director for Nevada, representing the agency's views, and Jocelyn Torres, the Chief Conservation Officer for the Conservation Lands Foundation, which is based in Las Vegas. I also want to welcome back to the committee subcommittee, back to the subcommittee, Christopher French with the U.S. Forest Service, and I would like to welcome Kelly Norris from Wyoming, the Wyoming State Forester. Welcome to all four of you. We look forward to hearing today's testimony. I want to highlight just two of my bills that are on the agenda today. One is S-1005. It's the Southern Nevada Economic Development and Conservation Act. This bill is supported by a broad bipartisan coalition, including the state of Nevada, local tribes and municipal governments, conservation organizations, local business associations, affordable housing advocates, and chambers of commerce. It was favorably reported by this committee last year on a bipartisan basis, and I hope to work with the full committee chairman and subcommittee chairman to gain their support. This bill is an extension of the 1998 Southern Nevada Public Lands Management Act, or SNPLMA, which has created a process by which the BLM and Clark County would jointly select designated land parcels to sell in order to responsibly manage expected growth and development needs. Land sale revenues then come back to Nevada to invest in education and local conservation projects. In fact, when Interior Secretary Doug Burgum testified before our committee earlier this year, he highlighted SNPLMA as a model for land disposal and for its ability to direct investments into local conservation and improving local recreation and education opportunities. This bill builds upon the successful SNPLMA model and expands the number of acres available for disposal under the program. Las Vegas's population is expected to grow by more than 820,000 in the next few decades, and we need to responsibly manage that growth. Additions to this disposal boundary are critical because Las Vegas is fully encircled by federal land. Over 90% of the county is comprised of federal land. This bill helps BLM release certain lands for necessary residential and economic development in a coordinated and responsible way. It also allows the county a say in whether potential development is in keeping with the county's master growth and climate mitigation plans. Overall, the bill sets a cap of a potential 25,000 acres to be disposed through SNPLMA, and the bill also protects over 350,000 acres specifically for habitat mitigation and conservation. The bill facilitates outdoor recreation by expanding the immensely popular Red Rock Canyon National Conservation Area and includes requests from our two local tribes to expand their reservations that will help facilitate tribal housing, energy development, conservation, and economic development needs. The bill also creates two job creation zones to help local communities steer new construction towards lands that are already developed with relevant infrastructure and transportation routes. Finally, the bill accelerates and prioritizes BLM's review and processing of affordable housing project applications. I also want to highlight one final bill that I have on the agenda today, and that's S91. This is the Western Wildfire Support Act. Last year, this bill was favorably supported by the committee through a voice vote. My co-lead, Senator Sheehy, and I hope to have the same support from the committee again this Congress. This bill provides at-risk communities with additional resources to help prevent wildfires before they start, and also to combat those that do spark and help communities touched by wildfire recover and rebuild. We've already delivered funding to help support wildfire risk reduction in the bipartisan infrastructure law that we passed under the previous administration. Passing this legislation is a critical next step to combat the threat of wildfires across the country. Again, I want to thank the chairman for holding today's hearing, and I look forward to the conversations today.
Well, thank